What we now know as Bethlehem's South Side originated as a separate municipality, dating back to the mid-19th century. The lands south of the original settlement of Bethlehem were originally in the hands of the indigenous peoples for centuries. The arrival of white European settlers such as William Penn in the 17th century changed everything. Eventually, the Moravians acquired land at the confluence of two streams and to the north of the Lehigh River. Just to the south of the river was a long, narrow, fertile strip of land between the river and the foothills of what we know today as South Mountain. The Moravians eventually came to own several of the farms here, and eventually the four main farms were purchased by around 1848. The four individual entities were originally called the Hoffert, Jacobi, Führer, and Luckenbach farms. All told, the land covered 1,400 acres. Luckenbach purchased the land for $75 per acre. Luckenbach established a town, calling it Augusta, after his middle name. Entrepreneurs such as Asa Packer and Samuel Wetherill also invested in these lands at this time. Soon after, the entire area was renamed Wetherill in honor of Sam Wetherill, who started a zinc operation along the river. Gradually, the area would become known as Bethlehem South. When the town became incorporated as a borough in 1865, the name changed once again, this time to South Bethlehem. By this time, the town had a population of nearly 2,000. From this point on, the borough would experience rapid growth. Within 2 decades, the area became home to several industries such as zinc smelting, pig iron, and for the manufacture of iron rails for the growing rail industry. Meanwhile, South Bethlehem found itself to be at a junction as a transportation center, with a canal system and numerous railroads. Augustus and Francis Wool founded the South Bethlehem Iron Company here, and that, of course, evolved into the Great Bethlehem Steel Corporation. By 1870, the population increased to 4,000. Beginning in the late part of the 19th century, the population would double as the heavy industries required more and more labor. At first, the imported workers hailed from Pennsylvania's farms. Following the Germans were the Irish, and in coming years, more and more would come from Europe, including Hungarians, Poles, Ukrainians, Italians, Russians, and Greeks. By the turn of the 20th century, South Bethlehem's population rivaled its neighbor to the north. Despite the original borough having a more than 100-year head start, South Bethlehem, with its open-door policy to immigrants and its entrepreneurship and job creation history, soon would surpass the northern town in size, importance. The stage was set for the arrival of a man whose instincts and courage would change the Bethlehems for good. This man's name was Charles M. Schwab.